Now I'm going to complete the design of layout images. There's nothing really new in this function. You know how to design it at this point. But I suggest you follow along with me anyways. I think you might have heard me say once or twice that you can never get too much practice. Now I want to complete the design of layout images. So the next thing I need to do is some check expects. Check expect layout images. Let's see, if you lay out the empty images, then that's just going to produce blank. And now we'll do one for layout images of, let's see, we can grab this example from up here. It's a perfectly good example. It's too long. In a minute, I'll use Command-I to fix the indentation. Let me just do that. Command-I fixes the indentation. Layout images, well, what's that going to be? We kind of figured this out before, right? It's beside of this rectangle, this rectangle, and blank. I'll run that. The tests are well formed, but now a number of tests are failing. I'll go get the template. I'll paste it in here. I'll comment out the stub. I'll rename the template and the natural recursion. And now let's see, if I'm laying out an empty list of images, I produce blank. And otherwise, I just put the first image beside the result of the natural recursion. Command-I fixes the indentation. I run it. Let's see, there's one test. I have to be careful, because now one of the 4 tests are failing. The first thing I need to know is that a test on layout images? And it isn't. When I click on it, it's a test on arrange images. So layout images is actually working properly now. Why is this test on arrange images failing? Oh, look, this other test isn't failing. What's happening here is the arrange images test where the list doesn't require sorting is working fine. The arrange images test where the list does require sorting isn't working. And that's because of this stub we made for sort images that just produces whatever it's given. If you happen to call sort images with a list that's already sorting, it happens to work. And so that's why one of these cases of arrange images is working and one isn't. This is going to start to happen more and more. As you get a big program with multiple stubs in it, some tests might work, some other tests might not work. The key thing is, since I just finished layout images, what I want to be sure is that those tests are passing, and they are. So layout images seems to be done now. Going back to my overview diagram of where we are in the overall process, arrange images is still done, except it has uncompleted wish list entries. The layout images wish list entry is completely done. Layout images is done and tested, but sort images is still sitting there in stub form. That's what we're going to turn to in the next video.